When people think of moving to Central Florida, the first places that usually come to mind are Orlando Winter Park or maybe Lake Nona. But just northwest of Orlando, tucked into the rolling hills and lakes of Orange County, is a city that's been steadily growing and attracting new residents for years. That city is Apopka. And if you've been looking for a part of Central Florida that offers more space, a more relaxed pace, and often more value than some of the trendier areas closer to downtown, Apopka is worth a serious look. Apopka is often called the indoor foliage capital of the world, a nod to its long history in agriculture and nurseries. But in recent decades, it's transformed from a quiet farming town into a full-fledged city with over 55,000 residents. What's interesting about Apopka is that while it's part of the Orlando metro area, it has managed to maintain a bit of that small town feel. If you're considering a move here, you'll quickly notice that Apopka doesn't feel like downtown Orlando or Winter Park. It feels more suburban, more residential, and more spread out. That can be a positive for families looking for room to grow or for anyone who doesn't want the hustle and bustle of city life every day. So, let's take a closer look at what Apopka is really like. What kind of lifestyle does it offer? What are the neighborhoods like? And what are the real pros and cons of living here? First, the geography. Apopka is located about 20 miles northwest of downtown Orlando. Depending on traffic, you can get from Apopka to downtown in about 25 to 30 minutes. For many commuters, that's manageable. What makes Apopka appealing to a lot of families and professionals is that you're close enough to Orlando to enjoy everything the city has to offer, but far enough away to get more space and a quieter lifestyle. Apopka sits right at the edge of Central Florida's Hills and Springs region. That means the terrain here is a little more interesting than the flat sprawl you'll find in other parts of Florida. Rolling hills, natural springs, and plenty of green space give Apopka a different feel. In fact, one of the area's biggest draws is Wekiwa Springs State Park, which is right on Apopka's doorstep. It's a local favorite for swimming, kayaking, hiking, and just getting a taste of old Florida nature. For outdoor enthusiasts, Apopka is a dream location. The housing in Apopka reflects its growth. You'll find a mix of older homes from the city's agricultural past, mid-century properties, and lots of newer subdivisions. Over the past decade, developers have been building master-planned communities with modern homes, community pools, and walking trails. If you're looking for new construction at a lower price point than Orlando or Winter Park, Apopka has plenty of options. The trade-off is that some areas are still catching up with infrastructure. New schools, shopping centers, and roads are coming, but growth sometimes outpaces development. Neighborhoods in Apopka offer a lot of variety. Closer to the downtown core, you'll find older homes with more character and established yards. These areas appeal to people who want something with charm and don't mind a little updating. Then there are the newer communities on the outskirts, places like Rock Springs Ridge and Kelly Park Hills. These neighborhoods are popular with families because they offer modern amenities, larger homes, and good access to the major highways. There are also rural pockets around Apopka where you can find acreage, horse properties, or just more space between you and your neighbors. That's something you won't get in places like Lake Nona or Winter Park. Schools in Apopka are part of the Orange County public school system. Some schools in Apopka are highly rated and attract families specifically for that reason, while others are still improving. For families with school-age kids, it's important to research individual schools and neighborhoods. Private school options exist, but many families moving to Apopka are drawn by the stronger public schools in certain zones. So what's life like once you're living in Apopka? Day to day, it feels more suburban and family-oriented. You've got your big box stores, your grocery chains, and a growing number of local restaurants and businesses. But what really sets Apopka apart is its access to the outdoors. Wekiwa Springs State Park and Rock Springs Run State Reserve offer hiking, kayaking, tubing, and nature trails. These aren't just weekend destinations. For many residents, they're part of their weekly routine. If you love being outside, Apopka gives you opportunities that other parts of Orlando simply can't. Commuting from Apopka depends on where you work. The new toll roads and highway expansions have made it easier to get to downtown Orlando, Maitland, and even over to Lake Mary in Seminole County. But traffic is still traffic, and rush hour can stretch a 25-minute drive into 45 minutes or more. If you work remotely or don't mind some drive time, it's not a deal breaker. But it's something to keep in mind if you need to be in downtown Orlando every day. Culturally, Apopka is quieter than some of its neighbors. You won't find the same nightlife or dining scene as Winter Park or downtown Orlando, but you will find community events, local sports, and family-oriented activities. The Apopka Art and Foliage Festival is one of the city's biggest annual events. celebrating its history as an agricultural hub. And with Orlando so close, you're never far from concerts, shows, or big events if you want them. Healthcare access is solid in Apopka. Advent Health has a hospital here, and you're within a short drive to major medical centers in Orlando. For families and retirees, that access provides peace of mind. So let's talk about the pros and cons of living here. The pros are easy to see. More affordable housing compared to Orlando and Winter Park, access to incredible outdoor recreation, a growing community with new amenities, and a quieter suburban lifestyle. If you want more space and less congestion, Apopka delivers. The cons? Commutes can be long if you work in downtown Orlando or beyond, and growth has been fast, and some areas feel like they're still catching up with infrastructure. And while Apopka has a lot to offer, it doesn't have the same cultural or dining options as trendier parts of Orlando. For some people, that's fine. For others, it can feel limiting. And at the end of the day, Apopka is perfect for families, retirees, or professionals who want more space and value, but still want access to Orlando's jobs and amenities. It's not for everyone. If you want nightlife outside your front door, this isn't it. But if you want a balance of nature, affordability, and community, Apopka deserves a spot on your list. If you're considering a move to Apopka, this is where Find Your Florida Now comes in. We connect you with vetted, expert local real estate agents who live and work right here in Central Florida. They'll help you figure out which neighborhoods actually fit your lifestyle and what trade-offs you'll want to know about before making the move. Here's what to do next. Fill out our Florida Lifestyle Match form below, and we'll connect you with the right agent for your goals.